What's up, guys? Week 8, playing the Panthers. I'm 7-0. They're 3-4. Just gonna jump right in.
Tonight, from MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, it's time for Monday Night Football on EA Sports. It's the New York Giants taking on the Carolina Panthers.
We welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Carolina Panthers.
It's gonna be a good one. Could be tough.
Alongside my partner Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And Charles, you take a look at this Giants ball club. They can't be any better as we hit the halfway mark. A perfect 7-0 on the year.
And when we looked at this team in August and we looked at the schedule, we thought they had the potential to get off to a hot start. But I don't think either of us expected 7-0.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. And we get a glance here at their leader, the man who will be calling the plays under center.
And I think if you ask most folks to give you their first half MVP, very likely they're going to say it's this man right here. The NFL's leader in touchdown passes to this point in the season. Still 2 months to go. But if he can keep going to the pace he's at, this is going to be a dangerous team come January, and he could very well walk away with the MVP.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
They'll look to throw now on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The numbers for him from a week ago: 4 catches, 61 yards.
This defense is ranked near the bottom of the league against the pass. You get the sense that he feels like if he gets covered on any call, he's going to be upset. He thinks he should be open on every snap in this game.
Second down and inches. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield.
Can't leave Barkley alone.
And touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Giants are going to take a first quarter lead.
If you did know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now, he can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
Might be a blowout. That was kind of easy.
Now following the touchdown, Richter to kick off.
Richter.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And a look here at their go-to guy under center.
And what a first half of the season he's had, leading the NFL in passing yards to this point. He's been a tough man to slow down. So this defense certainly has its work cut out for him.
Leading the NFL in yards, this guy is.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's got his tight end.
Nice.
It's Tommy Tremble. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll set up a throw. He gets this one to Johnson. Got the defense on their heels. 2 first downs in a row, and now a pickup of 8. Here's Christian McCaffrey. His pops was a Giant for 3 years. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. The numbers for McCaffrey last week. 18 carries, 77 yards.
Are we playing old school football now? We got the top 10 rusher in the league. He's sitting at number 10, but he has a chance to move up with a big-time game. So expect that offensive line. Every time they go to the bench, tell the offensive coordinator, let's run the football.
2nd and 8 coming up. Now back to throw. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out.
Yeah, we're going to decline now.
So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
Chris
Jones in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
Oh, I didn't know he was
separation
leading.
From spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year. But you think this game, their toughest test yet?
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run. So this game is crucial. Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I guarantee you it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
Now Saquon Barkley.
Oh, I wanted to go around
for
him.
about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Jones. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the 1st drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the 1st down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations.
Damn, I should have left the
Ball
pocket.
hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers 14. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Here's a give to Barkley. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Second and 1. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Oh, no, they need to panic. This is going to be an all-day
storm. The
storm.
Touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their 2nd drive. And they are a game under 500 now following the loss a week ago. And this is a team, Charles, that just has not been able to string victories together.
Yeah, they're certainly going the wrong way, aren't they? Because it looked like they had things pointing in the right direction, but now they've lost 2 straight. And that means this game is vital, extremely important, because if they fall 2 games below 500, the road back into playoff contention, awfully difficult.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Come on, Lawrence, get a sack too. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Oh!
He'll get this out.
Oh, nice shoot.
A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. And he'll be hit
I'm
as
all
he releases
over
it.
him.
And that'll fall incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
Wow. Of course.
So So holding there on the return, and that'll back them up to start the next drive.
Yeah, it's a pretty easy call right there, partner. I think when the officials look in their manual and see the expression jersey getting pulled, that's a flag coming out every time.
Do a little play action.
Now a play fake here on first down. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Marking down at the 49.
And partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. He's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He'll take a shot for the end zone.
Oh!
It'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And the Panthers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise.
Come on, Galladay, you're right there. All you had to do was hit it out of his hands.
And it'll be a key to this game as well. Protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked
Wow, my guy was standing right
and he's
there.
got it past the 30 before he's hit
Should
and
have
dropped.
intercepted it.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well timed there, and now fourth down. And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And
Oh, guys, you got to block some of them people.
Saquon Barkley and the Giants offense set to kick off their next drive. So far, been so good this season. Well on his way, as you see, to a 1,000-yard campaign. Is he almost having the type of year to where you say, let's let him get his and we'll control everything else?
That's one way to go about it. Personally, I go about it differently. I'm taking on the bully. I've got to, because he gives his team an identity and confidence. And if we slow him down, now guess what? Everyone starts looking at each other like, who's going to make a play? Because he's made all the plays so far. So I have to go get him first. Build my defenses towards shutting him down.
Good luck. I mean, not many teams have been able to do it. We'll see. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. He'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. A gain of 6 there on first. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
Yeah, 2-minute warning already.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. The throw over the middle taken in, and they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 13-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
Whoa.
That is knocked away in the middle of the field.
I forgot about the little dip there.
All the time I'm manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Smith. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. And Barkley will try to punch it in.
Oh!
No signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Looking to throw. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it.
Yeah, with the super dive.
They'll take over at the 10.
But that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores.
Damn, I should have just ran it again.
Play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage.
Ooh.
Could be in for a long ball game.
Come on, let's see the super dive. Damn it, that's 2
The
interceptions.
white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it.
I can be up 2 scores more.
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we've reached halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the Giants out in front. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
All right, here we go. I find it funny
Panthers
how
going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume
got the worst
play
defense
in the
right
second
now
half.
in my season.
And we
But
will
yet they
not have
picked
a
me
run
twice.
back here as the second half starts with a touchback. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the 3rd quarter. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say
Correct.
so.
They
You
got
know,
the
they're
worst
down
pass
2
defense.
scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start
But they
cutting
picked
into
me
this
off twice.
deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Oh, almost had my 3rd
Oh,
sack
man,
with Chris
open down the
Jones.
middle of the field. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. to the right side. Johnson. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Carolina.
There we
This is
go.
fielded
Blocked
at the
the guy. There
27.
we go.
A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So now the Giants set to take over on offense. They've got the lead right now, and remember, they are riding that very impressive 7-game winning streak, trying to push it to 8. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose.
Almost
I think with this
intercepted
team,
me
you
a
got to figure at
3rd
this
time.
point, this is a great spot for them
That's
to go into attack
ridiculous.
mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 49 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. Doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
On 2nd down now, Barkley. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes up
Barkley. Barkley was open. Would have
And
been a
his
touchdown.
kick is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet, but that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Carolina getting set to take the field. They're down 17-0, really needing to find that offensive spark on this drive as they have it with a 1st and 10. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
He kicked the football.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. Try and run the option to pick it up. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the 1st down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the 1st down, get a new set, and let's start over.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. He'll look to throw. And the catch made by Johnson. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. This is McCaffrey on the give. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. They'll set up to throw. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Dexter Lawrence able to record his 5th sack of the season. Before they can snap it, time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Back to throw here.
Oh, I hit him
That's
late.
incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
Of course. 1st down.
Well,
I
instead of
switched
4th
off.
down after the incompletion, it'll be 1st down, roughing the passer.
Coaches love their defenses to be aggressive, but they want them to be smart as well. Have to leave the quarterback alone at a certain point.
There's Tremble, the tight end. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. They'll look to throw. He's going to be sacked.
Yeah, that's 3, baby, with Jones.
Chris Jones has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up.
Oh!
4th down here.
I thought that was an
pass
interception.
knocked away and incomplete.
Oh, it was
and the
4th
Panthers
down.
turned away on 4th down. And the Giants are going to get the football back.
Yeah.
So they finally get their first trip to the red zone, and it ends with nothing.
And that's what I'm going to focus on with you because you teed it up really well. Finally get to the red zone. So there's got to be a little bit of frustration because they haven't moved the ball as well as they wanted to all game. Now they get there, but we got to go for it because we don't know if we're going to get back here again. We don't know how many opportunities because they've been sputtering a little bit.
Absolutely. At this stage in the 2nd half, to get there and not get it for the first time, tough. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 74 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium.
Yep. That guy's all done.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. A handoff to Barkley. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Man open, here is Jones. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 25-yard line. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. A 1st down carry for Barkley. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
As you can tell, I'm just running the clock a little bit.
They'll go to Barkley again. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he'll be taken down after a pickup of about 7 as the clock will stop here for the 2-minute warning. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. On 2nd down, Barkley, and he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Giants add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 24. So that drive goes a full 80 yards in 10 plays. And it ends with a Saquon Barkley touchdown run. Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. Now left side on the swing pass. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. He'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Wow. How many times that happened to me this game? I should have like 8 sacks with Chris Jones.
Facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate
Jerking me
out.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Oh.
And that is incomplete.
This has been a rough one.
I hit the quarterback again.
After this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Giants are going to take over in great field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium.
Oh, it's all right. It's only hurt. Not
After the
injured.
pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 118 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game.
Yep.
That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Didn't get to the sticks, but that's an ideal carry there on first down, isn't it?
I mean, now you're 2nd and 1. Although, you know, in the NFL, even if he picked up the first down, I don't think it's a big difference because the clock doesn't stop.
Yeah, not like college.
Right. If it's college football, you want to 2nd and 1 is probably better than picking up the first down because in college football, the clock stops with every first down and actually aids the defense in that situation.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he takes it in for the score.
Oh, I thought they intercepted it.
So it doesn't affect the outcome. Put a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
A little
So a
extra.
victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in
Another
concert together.
shutout.
What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there
Yeah,
fresh
really.
playing, off a little extra spring in
112
your
yards
step,
total,
and it
all
showed
they
up
got.
in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Giants, they continue to cruise as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
All right, guys. Till next week.